What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of I Too Know Podcast. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And today we're going to get into some things. We're going to talk about social constructs and consequences. But before I go any further, we're going to introduce our guests, starting with my far right.
Hi everyone, my name is Moya Sarah Williams. I am a TV host, red carpet host, and I am also a voiceover artist. My Instagram is call_me_Moyo.
Hi, my name is Kanye. I'm a music producer and a software engineer. My IG is Kanye_K.
And my name is Oluwamayowa Adesoye, and I'm the host of I Too Know Podcast. And we're going to delve right in and talk about social construct. First, we're going to say, what is a social construct? Because some people might be very confused about that. So there's a social construct that has been created for how we're supposed to go. Maybe in the Nigerian atmosphere. But it goes like this. You go to school, you graduate, you get a job, you get married, have children. Otito. That's it. Do you guys agree with that?
Me, if it's not like I don't agree or I agree or disagree. I think I've already broken out of the construct.
But how have you broken out of the construct?
I didn't graduate. I'm not married. I don't have kids yet, but I'm pushing 30.
You said you didn't graduate, but yet you're able to make it as a software engineer. So there is a positive to that. You're not a failure. Your life is still amazing, right?
Amazing is a stretch.
How is it a stretch?
You say amazing as if maybe yesterday I was in Spain. As if my life is okay. Like I'm not doing the best. I'm not doing the worst.
But honestly though, you really don't have to go to school. I shouldn't be saying this as a Nigerian, but you really don't have to go to school to be successful in life.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Yes, you have to go to school as in graduate, middle school, high school, in that aspect, right? But when it comes to college, you don't really need to go to college to really be successful. Some people are probably going to be like, what is this girl saying? But some people are able to... Some people are still really very smart and very hardworking, and they still go for what they want. They pick up skills. Software engineering is something that you don't really have to go to school for, but they still make it in as well. Also, people with talent, in the entertainment industry, you don't really have to go to school for that, but people still make it in anyways. And also cinematographers as well. You don't have to go to school to be a cinematographer. It's a skill you learn on your own and you excel and make it.
Well, social constructs are put in place to guide us as a society and put us in check and somehow regulate us or form a pattern for us. I mean, Lion King said circle of life, and in as much as these things are there, I feel like they are positive part of social construct and the negative part. So in as much as social construct is there, the positive part still exists. Having to give birth, the child goes to school, the child graduates, gets work, gets married, have kids. There's seemingly nothing wrong with that. But then I get the fact that in this generation or in this time, it is like a rule, it is like a pattern already that everybody must follow this pattern. And everybody cannot just want to follow that pattern. You might have your own style, you might just want to wake up one morning. And it doesn't rule out the fact that education is key, education is good, but it doesn't stop you from just living life the way you want to. If education did not work for you, you shouldn't beat yourself up. And the people that created these things, this pattern, must have died a long time ago. And then we're trying to battle with this thing. Oh my God, I have to finish school. Oh my God, I have to get married at this age. Oh my God, I'm supposed to have given birth to my first child by this time. Or I have to get married now so that I can not meet menopause at this time. So that, all of these things, some people even still battle with, is it necessary to get married and all
That's
of that? So yeah, I feel like these things have the positive side and it has the negative side. But whichever pattern, whichever line, whichever path you find yourself in, please own it. Be happy. Just live life. That's what I feel.
Real. That's a very interesting thing. You talking about like giving birth. That's like social constructs placed upon women, right?
Yes.
And I don't even know where to start from, or like in what aspect that goes. You're gonna get married and you're gonna have kids.
Like, I don't know when this will end because each time you seemingly acquire a milestone, like probably get married, oh my God, even as a lady, oh my God, finally you've made an achievement to finally settle down with a man. And then after that one, everybody's being nosy. Okay, it's 1 year already. Her tummy is still flat. Okay. And then, I mean, what if you don't want to have kids at
Bro,
that
that's the
time?
thing. Some people really don't want to have
Because
kids.
people are always after when you even there was a time someone was saying I don't want to have kids now, and they were like, why don't you want to have kids? I feel like people always ask, why don't you want to have kids,
Right.
rather than why do you want to have kids?
Right.
Because that's even a very important question. Why do you
Right.
want to have kids?
That's a good
Some people
question.
just feel like, oh my God, by this time I should have my kids, I should give birth.
Because that's the construct.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
And then
it's
they
been said.
don't know how to even nurture those children
Yeah.
and all of that. So
And also, like, when you have kids, it's not just about, oh, I've given birth to the kid. You really have to also, like, take care of the kid, like, emotionally as well. It's not just, oh,
Exactly.
I've given birth to the kid. You have a roof over your head. You have food to eat. That's it.
Everything,
That is
you
not
just
where
have
it
to
ends.
provide and
right.
all.
Because you have to also be careful. Also, you have to make sure that you've taken care of yourself and also done mental homework on yourself as well before you're able to be a parent.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're going to be transferring pain to your kids. Your kids is crying. They're crying in their room. Why are they crying? Because you did something to them and you are so unaware of what you've done to them.
Actually.
And you think that you're being a good parent. You're not being a good parent. You're being a terrible parent. That's the reality of it.
In as much as parenting is really hard, it's not a day's job. Parents should understand that giving us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sending us to school.
That's requirement.
I
Like,
mean, that's
bare minimum. That's what you're supposed to do. It's not a
but
gift.
you're not just supposed to provide those things for us.
Right.
You're supposed to provide a safe space for us to be able to like communicate with you
Right.
regarding certain things and
Right.
all. And that's another social construct because there are things we can't even tell our parents because they're
I'm
like,
telling you. They
Nibo,
won't even ask.
from where to where?
Oh, have you gone to church? Oh, okay, that's good. Have you done your homework? Oh, okay, glory to God then. You can go and eat. There's food already in the kitchen. Go and eat.
That's all to life.
That's all. But I hope our generation, we're gonna slay. Like if we choose to have kids, we're gonna eat. We're gonna like correct those mistakes and we're gonna do a greater and better job.
Yeah.
Also, in regards to that social constructs created for women, having kids, this is a serious thing. Like, do you know what happens when women are pregnant? You know what happens to their bodies? Like even the part of actually giving birth, like it's like life or death situation at that point. Like
50-50.
it's a very risky business to actually do. So if some people don't want to do that, they don't have to do it. Like
Yeah.
and some people's bodies never go back to the way it was. They're stuck like that forever.
And something came to my mind now. I think there are some celebrities that go into surrogacy now, and I talked to one of my aunties about that. Yes, not my mom, my auntie. But like, don't you know the joy of carrying your own child in your womb? Don't you know this? Don't you know that? I'm like, okay. And then one of my friends, I recalled one time where she said she just gets allergic to pregnant women. Like, if she's close to a pregnant woman now, she's just like, no, my body, how is she breathing? How can she carry this in her womb and all of that?
The person who's that, does she have her own kids?
No, she was my classmate. She's not yet married, actually. But I don't know if she's married now because I've not gotten in touch with her. But then I asked her, I said, Fumi, how far? Are you not going to have your own kids? And she was like, she was going to look for a solution. She was going to try everything.
Option.
So in fact, I was like, okay, that's good. Any decision you make, please just go, girl. As long as you are comfortable with it.
Right, go girl.
Exactly.
Go,
so
Bestie.
I mean, you now hear people say, abomination. You want another person to carry your own child?
That's Nigerian. That's the African
So,
mindset,
I mean,
actually.
I don't know when this will end, but I just want to be in a situation where I can make my own decisions
Right.
outside this social construct.
Right. As a man, would you be okay if your future wife says she's okay with doing surrogacy instead of actually carrying the child?
Yes, of course, I'll be okay.
Okay.
I feel like most of all these constructs like I feel like these social constructs they change over time. Like the ones that our parents were born into are different from the ones that we are born into, and it will keep
Yeah.
changing like that. Like most of our parents now, I feel like the reason they are emotionally unavailable is because of the kind of parenthood that they experience from their parents. Like, say for instance, someone like my dad like this now. Like during the time when he was growing up, if his dad was coming into the sitting room, everybody
Straight
would flee from the
away,
parlor. Do you
actually.
get? So imagine someone growing up in that kind of setting.
Yeah.
They will not really understand like all this emotional connection and all these things you are talking about unless they have exposure from maybe families abroad. So like to some extent, like the way they brought us off is as a result of the social construct that they were born into. Like we just have to, do the
Correct it.
unlearning and relearning so
Yes.
that if we have children, it's not by force to have children,
Not by force.
when you have your own child, if you want to have a relationship with him, fine.
Uh-huh.
It's advised. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, you just do you. I don't think you guys should go around bothering about like what your auntie thinks you should.
It's not easy.
How your
It's not. Also, like I feel like also the kind of like family or just how the African mentality. Like
Yes.
everybody, you have to care what auntie
let
Funke.
me just ask.
Auntie-
Like, when you
Auntie
say it's
Nkechi
not
says.
easy, I just want to understand. First of all, is you and your husband that want the child, Abby? Is you and your husband that will pay for all the child's bills, take care of everything,
Actually,
Abby? You're not going to ask anybody for money. So what is difficult? What concern Auntie Sikira?
That's
I don't understand.
that's actually true.
Like me, I don't be paying attention to a lot. Like, if you're not with my process, it's okay. I don't have to move with you.
Right.
Even if you are auntie of 40 years older, if I see that your own mentality and your social construct is different from my own, it's okay, move. I have a lot of relatives that don't roll with me anymore just because I'm an undergrad with tattoos, dreads, and now I'm doing music. Do you understand? Doesn't mean I'm going to say, oh, I will not do my music because Uncle this does not support musicians that have dread and tattoo.
Right.
I don't care. I'm still going to live my life. Do
Actually.
you understand? You are responsible for your own life.
And your own happiness.
When you are dying, you are only dying by yourself. When they die, they are dying by themselves. Do you understand? Nobody's going to come and be saying, hey, Maya, I see that your child that you did with surrogacy, he's a very stubborn boy. No, they will still call him your child. Nobody is going to be going back to how... The same thing with school too. Like, let's say I dropped out like 6 or 5 years ago. Like, on the road now, nobody's coming to meet me like, hey, what school did you graduate from?
Actually.
At best, they will ask you what school did you go to.
Right.
Do you get? Nobody cares about all of that. We're all
Right.
trying to look for money.
Right.
So I feel like we should not just be disturbing ourselves with the constructs of our parents and aunties. Because they're from a different time.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
This is the Gen Z podcast. I'm just kidding.
I'm not Gen Z.
But I was going to ask as well, what happens to those that deviate outside of the social construct? I know we talked about this and stuff.
What happens to them?
What are the consequences for them? Are there consequences? Are there no consequences?
Sorry, what's consequence?
Okay, I have a video I would like to play, and I hope you guys watch it. So this is a video of a girl who's a single mother at 22, and her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend has 6 kids with 6 different women, and she happened to fall prey into it, and she's the 7th baby mama with the 7th child.
Me, I think, like, unfortunately for her, she met,
She just-
I don't know if I can say it's on a bastard.
Yes.
Do you get?
I
So,
agree.
I don't even think it's like a man or women or her for like, I think the guy just probably preyed on her,
He did.
impregnated her, then when she was of no use to him.
That's
she
really
left.
what it is.
To him,
Yeah.
it's like Satan. Do you understand? Because that is a very, very bad thing to do.
Yeah.
You understand? I
Yes.
don't know if that ties into like social constructs like
But
that.
don't you think it's a consequence
Consequence of what?
of That's a good
I feel like
No, consequence of social constructs.
social consequence of deviating from social construct. As a result of this, now she had a child outside of wedlock with an unfortunate man.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if she had gone to school, gotten a job, and married him, like she would have been okay. I feel like even if she married him, the man would have still left
That's a good. That's
and
a,
gone back to his ex. Do you understand? I think in this case, it's not the social construct. It's not the fact that she deviated from the social construct. It's the fact that she met a bastard, and the bastard just showed that he's a bastard. That's just it.
Okay, that actually he made a really really good point as well
Like him
because
is a terrible
he's
person.
just a terrible person, right?
Yeah.
It's not because of the situation. Because I know as well, like people that are also married. A lot of people are married, but they are single moms in their marriages as well. These are like exceptions, right? People that are in relationships. Oh, I'm in a relationship, but then bitch, you're single. Please don't. I didn't mean to say bitch, but like you're single in your relationship as well. Like all that glitters is not really gold, if that makes sense. But as long as everyone perceives it to be that way, then I guess is what do you
First of all, I would say that social constructs, I think it's peculiar to the society. For instance, the social construct in Nigeria will be different from the one
in
in
the US.
exactly the one in Africa will be different from the one exactly. So, for this particular video, wow.
It's not even that. Like, if we were to talk about like a side effect of like social constructs, I think one social construct we can take a look at is like judging people based off how they look. Like, oh, if
Yeah.
you have dreads and tattoo, you're a Yahoo boy or a
Yeah,
cultist or a
actually.
criminal. Police should just leave me the fuck alone. I am not a criminal. I don't know if you understand. Like,
Right.
I feel like that one is a bad consequence of the social construct because like majority of people that do tech or music or entertainment, we always like to express ourselves in different ways.
Creativity.
By drawing stuff on our body or keeping our hair long doesn't mean we kill people or steal or cheat people of their money. None of that. We're just regular Nigerian youths. I've been doing tech for at least 7 years. Do you understand?
Fancy.
So you can't just come and be stopping me every single time. I'm inside cab, you stop me. I'm walking on the road, you stop me. I'm inside keke, you stop me. If I'm now driving my own car, what will you do? Take me to jail? Do you understand?
And actually would.
It actually doesn't make any sense. Every single time, hey, you. One will call me Ekwemi, son of devil. Why? Do you understand? Just because of how I look. Or basically, you see a babe at the beach, she's wearing a bikini, and mothers be like, look at that girl.
As in,
She doesn't have a future. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, those are very, very stupid social constructs that have very, very damning consequences.
And speaking of the babe that has this thing, I'm sorry, but this is a new era. That's how you get cut off. Like family members can get cut off. You will get cut off. You will never even hear from me again. Why? Because I'm sorry, like we prioritize our mental health. Like if you are causing me pain, I'm sorry. I don't want to be around you because I feel like you'll be judging me for how I look, because of the way my body's maybe because of how I'm built. Like the way clothes like hug my body. I'm an ashewo. No. This is 2023. We're not doing that.
The sad thing about this is that it's not just our family members that judge us. Like I was talking to one of my friends today coming here. The driver was telling me that he was talking about not having colors all over my body and not fixing lashes and how it makes me a good girl and stuff. I was like, okay. And I said, is that your definition of a good woman or a good girl? He said, yes, so that his own daughter, she even does makeup, that she doesn't fix her lashes, but she fixes for people, she does nails for people, but for her, she can't even try it under her roof. And I said, sir, is she doing this for you or for herself?
Right.
And he was like, she's doing it for herself, but I know myself. My own opinion too counts when she wants to take some certain decisions. I was like, sir,
actually true.
there's no problem. If that's your definition of a good girl, that's it for you. And then you look at me, and then because I don't have lashes on, I don't have all of that on me, you are already saying that I am a good girl. What do you...
But you do look like a good girl. You look like a saint.
I look like...
A saint.
looks...
Yeah. It's giving clean.
What she's trying to tell you is that she's not a saint. That's what she means by looks. Abi?
Well, like, I'm just trying to tell you that you shouldn't look at looks alone.
Right. That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But,
That's just it. But like,
you see, that's part of it
I
too.
don't think it's only like, would I say, older people or people that are product of former social constructs that are, like, I don't think it's only them we should talk about, basically. So what I'm saying is that even in our own set, there are still some social constructs that, you know, that are being abused by us. Would I say every day, or like, I don't know if abuse is the right term, or like we are still using or making use of those social constructs. One now is body count. Now, if a guy meets a babe and maybe her body count is 50, she's a hoe or she's an ashawo, Me personally, I don't think it matters. Do you understand? But I know that it's a very, very soft topic amongst our own generation. Like, hey, body count. Or another one is, as a guy or as a babe, if you have a best friend of the opposite sex, you people are
Doing
doing something.
things.
And you see all those kind of social construct. That is the one that we should be talking about for our sets now. You get, because we all know amongst ourselves that tattoo and dress doesn't make you a bad person. Or like because you wear short stuff, it doesn't mean, it doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you a baddie. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Period.
But like see that body count one, do you get, or the male best friend, female best friend, I think it's something we should outgrow. That is what I think.
What do you think
Like,
about that?
like I can have a friend, like a close friend. She has been my close friend for 5 years. Then me, I just start dating you now, and you have a problem with my friendship. Why? The same way you don't have problem with my close guy friends. Why? Is it trust issues, or is it social construct, or?
Well, okay, that's a good question. That is an excellent question. Okay, so you guys have been friends for a while before maybe you met me, right? Okay, but okay, when you have a girlfriend, there has to be boundaries placed, and maybe your girlfriend might not be comfortable with that because it's not like it's just weird. Like it's really off-putting.
Is it weird because of the things you have heard the society say that like?
No, it's weird because your girlfriend may not feel comfortable with it.
Why doesn't she feel comfortable? Because look at it this way. The same way an elderly person will see me now and be like, I don't feel comfortable with this boy because he has tattoos and dreads. It might be up to something bad. But I'm not up to anything bad. Do you get? Don't you think that might be the same way you are seeing your boyfriend and his close female friend? Think about it.
With your boyfriend having a close female friend. No, like you have to talk about it. Like
because this one self now social construct too. If you
no,
understand
that's not a social construct because you can just not feel comfortable with it.
Why don't you feel comfortable with this?
It's not. Please, can you please come to my let us know what you think.
Wait. Sorry, let's put it like this. If you trust let's say the trust in your relationship is 100%.
Okay, I have a scenario. Okay, what if my boyfriend, and his female bestie, like you go to your boyfriend's house, right? His female bestie is there. She had her pad on his couch, or on his chair in his room. Doesn't that seem weird? I'm sorry, would you be okay with that? Or would that like freak you out? Like, would that make you feel weird? Like, I'm actually genuinely asking a question.
Why would I be okay with that?
Thank you. Like, there needs to be more voices in here because that's weird.
Just hear my points.
Okay.
Just hear my points.
We're hearing.
You are in a relationship, Abby.
Yeah.
You trust your boyfriend. That is what's that?
Be honest. Be honest.
Okay.
No, be honest. You trust your man. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, you come into his room and you see a babe's pad on his table, and he says, "Oh, my close friend stayed in my room last night because I was
Why
not
is
there."
your close friend that is a girl staying in your room, for Christ's sake?
Let's flip let's turn the table.
Right.
Turn it.
So you come to my house, my room.
Yes.
You see another guy's
Boxers
on my bed.
on my bed, just flatly laying there.
Okay.
You're not gonna say anything.
If you tell me nothing happened. I don't understand why I'll be stressing myself imagining something. It's just how it is.
No, but let's continue talking. Would you be okay with it? Like, I would like to hear another
So
point
first
of
of
view.
all, I'm of the opinion that my man should not have a female bestie. Not because of social construct.
It's not because of
but
that.
because we need to avoid some shalaye from happening.
Right.
Do you get?
Let me just
See,
Let her talk.
one attribute of love is jealousy, whether you like it or not. If you are invested in a person, even from guys are like the ones that are really most protective of their properties. So if a lady has a male bestie and she has a boyfriend, I feel like most guys will not even be comfortable with it. I'm talking based on what I have heard or how I have seen most of my guy friends talk about this topic.
So not from your
Let
personal
her finish,
experience.
Yeah, from my personal experience. And do you know that in interaction, right, if I'm in a space, right, with an opposite sex, a guy, and we talk morning, afternoon, evening, night, tomorrow, next tomorrow, forever, this month, next month, and all of that, there's something that just like builds up. And
Do you think you might be projecting
It's not projecting.
this build up on your boyfriend?
It's not
See.
projecting.
I want you to understand something, that there are supposed to be boundaries.
Period. That is a boundary that has been broken.
Even
That's
if
not okay.
you had a best friend, and she's been your best friend for like 5 years, even 10 years, and then you are now in a relationship with another girl, I feel like she herself has to know and
Right, it's really
understand
rude.
the formula.
If she was
already.
in a relationship, we should be okay with her boyfriend doing that. It's really disrespectful.
Yes,
It's
because
wrong. Wrong
you
is wrong,
you
period.
see situations where babe, do you want us to go this way, or do you want us to go out for this? And you're like, oh, sorry, I need to call my boyfriend, best
My
friend, and all
bestie.
of that. Like it's disrespectful,
Very
kind
disrespectful.
of, because I feel like there should be boundaries. Even if you don't necessarily put the boundaries, even your best friend should respect that. I mean, you have found the love of your life and you guys are happy. There are certain things you need to... I'm not saying you guys should no longer be friends or whatever.
Reduce it.
But like, there should be certain things that, you just like try to reduce and all. Like, I mean, why would I be with my boyfriend and my boyfriend's female bestie is also in the house, and then
As
they are
in-
laughing and they're like,
Oh, they're
what
like,
is
oh,
this
you're with
on
your boyfriend.
face?
His female bestie is calling him, texting him like that's her boyfriend. That's fucking weird.
And just sending pictures. Do you
Like,
think-
it's
do you
fucking
think
weird.
this
That's
is
not okay.
Is this outfit nice?
Is this
and
outfit?
all?
Should I wear this camouflage one or should I wear this
Honestly.
pink one? It's fucking weird, and that's the truth of
Honestly.
it.
Okay, as a guy, like most guys that have female therapists, they end up sleeping with their therapist. Would you be comfortable with your man sleeping having a female therapist? If there was a social construct like that, would you be comfortable with this?
See.
No,
it
please,
is-
just yes or no. I don't want any ordinary extra explanation. Just yes or no.
It's not. Yeah, I'm trying to peer people that have.
No, I'm not trying to
you're
compare
trying
anything.
You can't correlate
impose
bestie
a-
with
a
female
scenario
therapist. It
with
makes
me.
no sense.
I'm not trying to compare anything.
If your woman is saying
Nah.
that she's uncomfortable with something, you should be like, okay, I understand, and you should work towards that. You're not trying to be making excuses.
What
or something.
if the discomfort is baseless?
No, but you have to
No,
be kind
it's
enough to
not-
understand. You have to be considerate. You saying his business is very inconsiderate of their feelings, and it's very wrong. It's not okay. It's
See.
so unkind, and it's very mean to say, "Oh, you're tripping. Oh, I don't care. Oh, you're upset with this. Oh, I don't care. I'm gonna do it in your face. I'm gonna become. Let me call my female bestie. What are you up to? Like, you want to wear
And
that
then
or that? Oh, that's
probably
crazy.
we have an argument,
Right.
and then you're like, you know what, babe, just forget about it, and then you quickly run to your best friend and like
Like,
she's
it's so
always
painful.
this.
It's not supposed to
nah,
stop.
no.
It's fucked
Okay,
up.
so wait, let's be like this. Like now, me
See.
speaking for myself,
Okay.
personally,
Okay.
I have no qualms with my babe having 100 male best friends.
But do you know
Like,
that you
wait, calm
saying
down.
you have
Wait,
no
calm down,
qualms
calm
down.
about it?
Wait,
calm
It
down.
sounds selfish
Let me-
because
let
you also
me-
have to
let me-
put
let me-
your partner's.
Let me
You
land.
have to be
Okay.
considerate.
Let me land.
Okay.
Let me land. This one is like let's take this outside.
Okay.
Do you understand? Me personally, I don't have any qualms with a babe having a male best friend or whatever. Regardless of everything we've heard about males and their male best friend. We all know about, in fact, there are so many bestie jokes and so many bestie stories. Do you understand? It doesn't concern me because the kind of person I am, do you understand? I do not create scenarios in my head. If you tell me, if I'm talking to somebody and they tell me, they've gone to bed, I believe you've gone to bed. If you tell me you and your best friend are going out to watch a movie or people are going to eat dinner, I believe it's just dinner. That's just me personally. I don't put or add any layers or be suggesting things. If you call your best friend from morning till night, in fact, me, myself, I will even make it my business to be friends with this close friend because this is somebody that has been in your life for a very long time. I will make it my business to get to know this person because through that person, I can find out, like, get to know other sides of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's just me speaking for myself. Do you understand? Regardless of all the fears that are surrounded about your significant other having like an opposite sex best
So
friend.
there
Do you get what I'm
there will
saying?
be no point where you feel insecure or you feel threatened that this so-called best friend
why
is
will I feel
having
threatened? You don't
so
understand.
much of your
Why
babe.
will I enter
so much in the sense that he knows virtually almost everything about your babe.
knows what she starts
What
her
is-
period.
what is
Exactly,
wrong
and
with
all of
that?
those
That's
information.
weird.
No.
Sorry, how is that weird?
That's fucking weird.
No,
There's
nah.
no way you can tell me about it. It's weird.
Wait, what?
That's on period.
What is weird about it?
It's
See,
weird.
you don't get that. Like sometimes because you people are that is why it is always good, even though you're in a relationship, to have friends outside the relationship.
Okay.
Because you are in a relationship with someone, it does not mean you should know 100% of them. You can't know 100% about them. And it doesn't mean because they're in a relationship with you, they talk to you about everything. There are some things you will go to your friends to talk about, like your guy friends. There are some things you will go to your mom to talk about. There's some things you go to your pastor to talk about. And there's some things that you will leave for your babe.
There are also social constructs when it comes to gender roles, such as maybe a woman basically just taking care of the house and a man going out to work. Some nowadays some women actually want to work.
Yeah.
And some men like to be like taken care of. Like some that's actually real nowadays. Some women actually like to take the lead in leading families and
Well, so first of all, when we were in like primary school, there was this subject, social studies, and they taught us role of a mother, role of a father, role of kids, and all of that. And this social construct, right, has to do with like the society makes up a society is like family, church, institutions like family, church, schools, and all of that. And these are like the origin of this social construct. And this gender role, for instance, especially in relationships like marriages and all, were taught to us in schools. And now that the whole concept is like revolving and women are now being the one going to work, the man can be at home taking care of the kids or something. I feel like what works for your family you should just like go for it, because you shouldn't let people outside to say, so you they sit down for house as a full grown man, another woman, your wife is going to work, fending for the family, and then you're sitting down. Like, I know that there's a place for a man to be like in authority, kind of, not like authority. I know that some people want to come for me, but like, a man will want to be a man, to make certain decisions and all of that. And then the woman has to like, you know, you're my husband. Okay, I think this, what you are saying, this is what I feel about it. This is my own contribution to this. But however, the woman going out to work, bringing food to the table, I feel like there's no manual particularly for a successful marriage. If the woman goes to work to bring food to the house and the man stays home to take care of the kids and the marriage works perfectly that way, I feel like, they should just continue doing what they're doing. So if you allow people's opinion to rule and determine the happiness of your family, it's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin your family. So just do what works for you. There's no manual to life. There's no manual to a happy home. Just be in sync, communicate, see how you can fill up this gap, and just come together basically and just do your thing. That's what I feel.
do you think that could trample with like a man's ego? As a man,
I cannot speak for a lot of men, because like me, my ego is not attached to how much I can provide financially or what I can do. I feel like if you're in whatever type of relationship, different relationships have different stages. Not a lot of people are like privileged. Do you understand? And I feel like as a babe, if you are trying to be with a guy and you are still like, you still believe, this guy should be able to take care of everything and whatever. I think there's nothing wrong with that belief, but like, I just feel like we should be able to be bend shit every now and then, because like, that's what our generation is about, like bending shit and making shit different.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like it should also apply to relationships. And I know that, like, what's the word? Like, a lot of people are, or even in this our generation, a lot of people are of the whole, a man must still take care and provide and whatever. I was like, Baba, if you can't really provide, find a girl that understands, man. I know understanding girlfriend is like a funny trend on the internet now, but bro, there's nothing better than an understanding girlfriend, because like, I'm pretty sure that you are going through shit and you cannot even talk to anybody about it. It's just you and yourself every day. You don't have that understanding girlfriend because they are very, very rare. And if they exist, they are laughed at. But I don't care about the social construct and whatever. Just try your best to at least understand yourself. If you cannot be in any relationship right now because of the social construct, just respect yourself and don't be in a relationship. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's another way of, giving yourself peace of mind. Because my bro, if you are like if right now you are thinking love is like a priority, but like you are still trying to get your shit together, like 9 out of 10 times you will not find good love. You will just find stress. Do you understand? So like just stay in a peaceful environment and avoid women until you get your bag up. Because no matter how many babes you see on the podcast come to tell you that they will understand based off, okay, let me provide for now, let me provide. Guy, after a while, they will get tired. Do you understand? Because the way they are wired to be provided for. Do you get what I'm saying? Even if they have more money than you. Do you get what I'm saying? So just respect yourself and stay single, bro.
Yeah.
And I hope things get better for you before you die.
And speaking of that, I also feel like, because this same social construct, you can still find it in marriages, in the sense that the woman is the one fending for the family. She's like the breadwinner, and then the man is probably at home, probably something just made him handicapped to, be the breadwinner or something. And you see some women, some breadwinner moms come home, give the husband probably biscuits and some kind of snacks, and then say, you can give it to the children so that they think you were the one that got it for them. And then, I feel like that's an issue too, because you should make your children know that even if you are the breadwinner as a mom and you're the one fending for the family and all of that, you should make your children understand that sometimes it doesn't always go this way. Sometimes the mom can step into the position of assisting the dad in certain situations, and it is okay if I was the one that got you this biscuit. It is okay if I was the one that paid your fees. But it's not usually always like that. There are some homes where the father, or most homes where the father pay your fees. And also women should not be feeling, I don't know that word, but they should own it. They should take their flowers for being like the breadwinner of the home, rather than stay. Because I had a friend, right, that lived all her life hating her mom because she felt like her mom did not have time for her. Her mom was always going to work. Her mom was always coming back late from work, while the father was at home taking care of her, giving her all she wanted, taking her out, always present for PTA meetings and all of that. But she did not understand that these little things that were going on, that her father was able to provide for her, especially emotionally and all of that, was not because her mom hates her, but because that was the position the mom was. There was a priority. Mom has to fend. If mommy does not bring this money, I can't go to school. And then if daddy is not around, who is going to be at my PTA meeting? So she lived all her life believing that mom hated her and she was not always at home to like take care of those kinds of emotional needs. Her daddy was the one talking to her about sex education and all of that. So it took a time in her life recently for her to understand that, wait a minute, I think it was my mom that was like the breadwinner of the family, and she didn't do this, she didn't stay away from me because she wanted to stay away from me, but because she needed to provide for the family. And at the end of the day, sadly, for this situation, the father misused the opportunity and just, went out to have another woman pregnant and all of that. So, the whole realization had to like take a turn, and it was really sad. She now started begging her mom for forgiveness because she didn't understand what was going on initially. She thought all of the biscuits, all of the time daddy was giving to her was because maybe, yes, daddy loved her, but because her mom was always at work and she needed to do this because daddy was not bringing in much. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but yeah.
Yeah, so I understand. That's very fortunate for her.
Yeah.
But like, that's life. Life is unfortunate. That's just it. Some of us grow up without both parents. Some of us grow up with both parents poor and at home. Do you get?
Yeah.
Some of us grow up both parents poor at home, no biscuits. You don't eat for 1 week. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just unfortunate, man. I'm not exactly sure that really ties to any like deep social construct. I mean, I'm just thinking like because I feel like the whole point of this is to educate people moving forward.
Yeah.
I just feel like regardless of whatever, like just find someone that understands you before you build a family. Find someone that understands you and the sporadic nature of life. You can have 200 million today and tomorrow you have zero because of health reasons, bad investments. It's just like that. So as a woman, find a man that understands. As a man, find a woman that understands, and try to make your children understand. That's just like the summary of the entire thing.
Yeah.
Because if you want to be putting too much mathematics into this, man, we'll talk here from here to tomorrow.
Okay, now that we've talked about that, there's also some social conscious when it comes to age. Like, oh, after you have done this, after you've done that, and that's it. Like, oh, you have given birth, your kids are growing up, they've gone to school, they've graduated, they've gotten married. What it done? John one more. And you're going to my John one more. But I don't really believe in that social construct because, I don't know, personally to me, like, okay, I can choose to start a new career any time of my life just because I feel like it. Like, I can do my master's today. Maybe like 5 years from now, I can go to law school and just because I feel like it. Later on, I can go to med school just because I feel like it because I want to. I just feel like life is that fun. Like it's adventurous. It's interesting. Like you can choose to do as much as you want in your life.
That is the spice of life.
Right, that's the spice of life, and you can change as much time as you want. And I just don't feel like after this you have given birth, you have done that's the end. I genuinely don't believe that. Do you guys believe in that?
No, I don't believe that way. I feel like we're in an age where, like the rules that we grew up hearing are no longer like rules like that. Every day we have new job rules that don't have age specifications, or like new career goals that don't have age specifications like they used to have like maybe 40 or 30 years ago. So like as a young person or an old person, you can I like one of my colleagues, like where I was working I think it was like 49 and he was just like a junior software engineer. Did you get? So that's the kind of era we're in now. He already served the military for like 15 years before he decided that he doesn't want to do military again. He wants to do software engineering. So we thank God for the new job opportunities that have come out and made us like, let's say, freer.
Right.
I just pray it continues to get like that. So people don't, out of ignorance, constrict themselves to just one career path for 50 years or like one lifestyle for 50 years.
That's actually so true because there be some people that be working in the same company, like the old generation. I don't know what is it millennials or boomers, but one of them they be in the company for like 50 years. Like why?
That's fine too. Some people like that. Yeah, it's okay. Everyone has their own.
Yeah. So it's a sense of safety, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's not easy to find a job. Also, some things are just very risky. Some people don't like to take risk. Some people are just comfortable, like, I have a job already, so I'm okay here. And our new generation, we're job hopping. Like, I'm in this job.
I mean, we are job hopping, but we're like the most jobless generation.
Actually, we're talking about this. We prioritize mental health.
We are the most jobless.
I don't feel like doing this shit. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, we are still good. We are all right.
We're pushing forward.
Yeah. We make new jobs every day.
Right, actually. Type shit. And we make our own shit too.
Yeah.
We make a living from things that we love to do.
Yeah.
Some people are actors, they make a living from acting. Some people are cinematographers, they make a living from.
And I like it now because back in the days or some 5-10 years ago, we only had parents talk about children being doctors or lawyers or bankers.
They still do.
I feel
They still do.
Now there's Project Mbappe. If I have a child, that's exactly the line I'm taking him like this. Project Mbappe.
So
let's do
I
this,
like
man.
what this generation is doing.
Let's do this, Like I know of like children like 7, 8, learning tech already. I think that's wild, man. And like now, like parents are more supportive of like you doing music.
Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine? Like I can imagine like 6-year-old me. I can't believe that I'm doing music, bro. Like it's funny, but like now, you have support from your parents, your uncles and everything. So it's nice. It's a nice time to be alive.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that's its downsides too, but it's nice. Okay. Shit is so expensive.
Okay, also, what are your thoughts on colorism?
Colorism? Like light skin, dark skin?
Yes.
Well, I believe women don't like light skin guys.
That's cap.
Some women. I'm part of the some.
No, I don't think it's some. It's a most thing. Like there are few women that like light skin guys.
My mom wants me to get married to a light skinned guy.
Wow.
Actually, I don't know
Big ups to your mom.
Light skin men representation.
No, I'm fighting for light skin men. There's no light skin, tall, light skin, and handsome thread anywhere. He's always tall, dark, and handsome. I like my man dark skin, chocolate.
Chocolate, low cut.
But like I get you, light skin guys really be doing the most.
That's
a social construct.
That is a social
No, it's not a social construct.
Okay.
That the way they pose.
Licking their lips.
Nah, come on. But it's not. It's off brand for me, Sha.
What about women? Colorism in women. Do you think it affects us? It does real bad.
Yeah.
And we know this.
I know.
Right. But I feel like again, in our generation, things are starting to be a little bit better, trying to be more inclusive and
Yeah.
stuff. So we really, really appreciate that. Like, I would say, like, in maybe say music videos from years ago, like you see a bunch of foreign women in the music videos. Now we see dark skinned women that look like us.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate it.
Even in advertisements and all, I seen some probably lotion adverts and seeing like really, really dark women advertising, sometimes without makeup. I'm like, this warms
Beautiful.
my heart.
Actually.
This is
Makes
beautiful.
sense,
With their
man.
natural hair, you know, with their smile, their teeth, their clothes, you know, it just brings this beauty. Sometimes I see the black, the light skin, the
Different
caramel, like
shades.
different shades, and it's just the spice of life.
Representation.
I mean,
Representation matters.
Yeah.
Because when we lack that representation, we have women like when we always see like also some type of women, like a lighter skinned woman or maybe a biracial woman, and then we're meeting dark skinned women. What do dark skinned women try to do? They try to look like the light skinned women, which is like
Yeah.
bleaching their skin or like wearing hair like what is it, bust? Girls be slaying in the bust downs, but they do things just to look like that, and it damages it damages skin, leads to skin
Yeah.
cancer. But when you show that, oh, you matter, you're beautiful, and we love you, and you're appreciated, and they'll feel good about themselves. So we really appreciate that.
Personally, I think most of these people that have all these thoughts have not eaten. I mean, they've eaten actually. I think my father used to say it. He says when you have eaten that you'll be thinking about who is light skin, who is dark skin, who is this, who is that. The regular person that has not eaten, that is hustling, facing their front, doesn't really care if you're light skin or dark skin or whatever. Everyone just wants to move forward.
As in-
I just feel like maybe a lot of people have like time on their hands for like this, like hating a particular color.
But we don't hate colors.
Or
No,
disliking
we
a
love
particular
everybody.
color or having like preference, bruh.
Right.
You will grow out, like everyone will grow out of it.
Right.
Like, you know, like I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that when they were growing up, oh God, oh my God, I want to be with a light skinned girl. I want to be with someone that's biracial and all of that. Baba, after like 2 or 3 pepe, you realize what is good for you.
Actually, yeah.
And you understand that all this skin and whatever, it doesn't really matter that
Right.
much.
yeah.
Also, what about social concept when it comes to like crimes? Like, oh, this crime is more heftier than this, or this sin is more heftier than this. Like,
In the eyes of God, a sin is a sin.
It's
actually,
a sin.
in the eyes of God, a sin is a sin, but some murder is very serious. Serious.
No, if you're talking like that, this is a soft topic.
very soft.
It's a very soft topic. But you're actually right. There are some crimes that we are more forgiving of.
Yeah.
Like some of our faves are murderers. But the moment we find out that they are rapists,
What's it done?
that's the end of their career. But they've killed people, oh. Do you understand? They've killed other people
Young
there. But I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying that there's some crimes that are more forgiving. Like we
That,
forgive
that is
more.
why. That is why.
I did not mention anybody's name.
Oh yeah.
No, you
Yeah,
did.
I
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't mention
That's
anybody's
why
name.
I think there are rules governing a particular institution. So if you commit this crime, this is the consequence and the likes of it. So just like guide us to tame us from, you know. I mean, if murder was not an actual thing that we don't see as, I don't know how to put it, but like if in the rules and regulation or the constitution, murder did not, or manslaughter, murder does not call for probably this year imprisonment and all of that, people would want to like.
I might be talking about like the legal consequence. I'm saying like today, if, let's say we hear, let me look for an artist name. I'll form one now. Maybe PY Square. Let's say PY Square is a murderer now. People will still like really like they can listen to his music, they can still fuck with him like a couple of years later. But if they just find out that PY Square raped, do you understand?
Yeah.
Maybe the rape is not even confirmed yet, safe. You get before you know
Oh, I
it.
get
You understand? They've already cancelled him, nobody's doing this, nobody. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But I just feel like, but again, I'm not a judge, I don't know which one. I don't know. In fact, let me close my mouth.
This particular one is very delicate.
It's very delicate.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very delicate. So let
Yeah.
me just close my mouth. You get what I'm saying? It's just like we're more forgiving of some than the other ones. But this is what it is.
Right. Okay. My other last point is like, it's social construct when it comes to cheating. A man can cheat, but a woman cannot cheat.
Eh?
No,
That's
no,
a big lie.
No,
No, but it's like
Sorry.
it's okay if a man
Let
cheats,
me
but a woman
reconstruct
can't cheat.
reconstruct. Oh Father Lord, have you heard of cheating before? No, you have not. Until a woman cheats on you, it will shock you.
Women
It will be
cheat.
like film. Women what?
well, women cheat.
What? Okay, maybe you and your friend circle. Yeah, okay. You have female friends, Abi. You are aware of what they can do. Wonders. Are you kidding me? Women.
But
What else?
when it has to do with women, I feel like, well, this is another. Okay, so let me talk based on marriage, for instance. I was telling my friend
Sorry,
one time.
can I just say
Okay.
something? I feel like majority of us that will be watching this team are not married.
Oh, okay.
Let's use normal boyfriend, girlfriend,
okay,
or
okay.
situationship. Let's use the one that
Okay,
they can relate to.
situationship. Okay, I feel like women cheat, and it hurts men more when their babe cheats. Yes, yes.
Are you saying yes on my behalf?
Yes. No, not on your behalf.
You don't know the stage I'm at. That is why.
Oh, okay. That's for you. But like majority of the men I have encountered, not like encountered, like but like I feel like men are. I would always say it. Men are jealous of their property and they want their property to themselves. So you hear things like, don't worry, he cheated. Oh, men are polygamous in nature. You have to forgive him. But then when it has to do with a woman cheating, a woman cheats because, well, I'm not talking about runs girls, but like I'm talking about a proper lady in a relationship, in a serious relationship. I feel like women cheat because women cheat to leave the relationship. Men cheat probably to stay in the relationship, in the sense that if a man has two babes and they don't know each other, there's always one babe that he loves more. That's what I feel. And if he's cheating on his actual babe with probably a side chick, it doesn't reduce the love he has for this particular lady. But for a woman, once she cheats, bro, that relationship is over, because a woman is more emotionally invested. That's what I feel. A woman is more emotionally invested because if a man gives her the attention, gives her probably the materialistic things, gives her all of the things she would like, gradually her mind, her emotion is leaving, and then her actual partner is not giving her those necessary things. Her mind gradually leaves, or the love she had for that person, her partner, begins to reduce. And when she starts finding comfort with this other person, she probably, let's say she mistakenly cheats, or she cheats, let's not say mistakenly cheats, sorry. She cheats with her full chest, okay?
Cap!
That's why I feel.
CAP, cap. See, I get your feelings, but let me just
Okay.
tell you, this generation is very, very dishonest. Let me see, women like to fuck. Some women just fuck for fucking sake. They do not care about anything else other than fucking. They just want to fuck because, hey, you are so handsome, you are so tall, let me fuck you. I have a boyfriend that is providing everything for me, but I will still fuck you. I won't date you, I will fuck you, and I will block you after I finish fucking you. I don't understand. What are you saying? There are a lot of women like that. There are a lot of women that are in relationships that will enter DM and be like, bro, can I just fuck you for one night? And that's all. They don't care about your money. They don't care about your attention. They don't care about anything. They just want your prick, your penis. They want you to fuck them hard, because their boyfriend doesn't know how to fuck them well, but gives them money. But you don't have money to give them, like the way their boyfriend is giving them. So their boyfriend will fly them to Spain. When they are back in Lagos for 1 week, they will fuck you. Then go back to Abuja to go and meet their boyfriend. Then they will come back to Lagos to fuck you again. Then go to Mauritius to go and meet another boyfriend. Come back, what are you telling me? See, women have boyfriend for car, boyfriend for credit, boyfriend for... Let me share my feelings with you. They have best friend that they are sleeping with. Do you understand? They still have the doctor, their doctor friend. They have their therapist. Am I missing anyone?
Their gym instructor.
Thank you. Gym instructor.
Well,
they have gym instructor. So please don't excuse that. Like there's some women that just
you said
it
some
has nothing
women.
to do with emotions. Well, see, like there's a particular point you get to in your head, then you just have to accept that this person, this is just who they are. It's not like they don't like you or anything. Just like when you said it for men, that a man can have this one that is in love with more, but is still seeing with this one, they don't know themselves. Women have that a lot. And how do I know? Because I've been the other nigga. Do you understand?
Well, do you know why I'm not going to counter what you just said? Because this social construct, like I said earlier, is peculiar to different societies. For instance, I grew up in Port Harcourt all my life. Coming here to Lagos was in fact, it was different.
You would have
so
said this.
I mean, Lagos is like the popular place where all of these things happen, right? So you now see other states in Nigeria, and you now see that the percentage of women, the ratio, Lagos versus Port Harcourt, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Abuja, or like other parts of Nigeria, the ratio is, so that's why I said, you said some women, and I agree with you totally.
And just like
then
with
there
some
are
men
other
too now.
fractions.
Because there are a lot of men that are in. See, I need, sorry, please put that camera on my face. Just zoom into me. I need people to understand that it is very, very difficult for a man to get a woman to sleep with him. You have to have one of three things. Either you are very good looking, or you have money, or three, you have game as in sweet mouth, or like you are funny. Do you understand? You see, these three things, they are very, very rare, because one of the most appreciated one is money. And we all know that 80% of the men in Nigeria cannot boast of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what? You people are sleeping with, would I say, let's say, for the sake of argument, let's say in that 20%, let's say 5 of them are loyal. You people are sleeping with 50% of the same men that have the game, the money, and the looks. So please, why are you people saying men in general has come when the average man has not fucked for over 2 years? Because he does not have enough game or money to fuck a babe. Who is doing all the fucking? It's babes. And you people are fucking the same guys. It's the truth.
Well,
It's the gospel truth. And the guys are fucking is a very small percentage of men. So why is it all men?
no, well, I'm not part of
No,
the
no.
people that say all
Sorry,
men
the
are
social
scum.
contract is all men are scum. Abi? A-L-L. All. All M-E-N, men. Are scum. That's it. But where are the men?
Well,
I'm sure that if I allow you people the chance, you will not say Nigerian men are attractive. Will you say that's good?
Nah.
Will you say they have money?
see,
No, please just answer my question, yes or no. Will you say Nigerian men have money?
men have money.
Where do you see them? Do you know what it means to say Nigerian men as a whole generally have money?
Wait.
When majority of us cannot afford fuel. Let's be real now. We're not only speaking for people that are privileged. Majority of us are underprivileged. It's not someone that open the gates for you. It's not someone you're going to go and buy Indomie from. Do you understand? It's not someone that is driving you in that cab. Do you get my point? No, you see, just help me break it down now.
Do you know why this is going to be like this? Because the perspective I'm coming from is because I would always say I've lived in Port Harcourt all my life. So I've known that environment, I've known that social construct in Port Harcourt, and coming here to Lagos, it's a different ball game altogether, right? And your perspective, you've lived in Lagos all your life?
I've lived in Lagos, I've lived in Port Harcourt, I've lived in Cross River.
Okay, so where more have you lived in?
I've lived in Lagos for the most part.
Okay.
But I lived in Port Harcourt enough to experience women there.
Okay.
And in Cross River too.
How do you see the women there? How do you
the same.
see? Oh, okay. Oh well. Well. Okay.
I mean, from
if
my
that's
point
it,
of view, maybe my point of view is different because of how I look or the experiences I have. Do you get? But from my own point of view, it's been the same.
I rest my case, ladies and gentlemen.
Lagos is wicked.
That's Lagos.
That's why I put Lagos there.
Personally, I have no idea what these people are talking about. Maybe I come from a different world. I live in the US and stuff like that, so I'm not even as exposed, or I don't even know what these people are saying. Yeah. In the US, you just go to school, go to work, hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, and that's the end of it.
Sorry, is it not US that has the baby mama culture?
Yes,
so what do you mean by you don't understand what I'm saying?
US do have the baby mama culture, but I don't associate with people like that.
So are you saying there's something wrong with them?
I'm not saying that something wrong with people who are baby mama, baby daddies.
To be a baby mama is just...
No, I feel like it's just because of how they grew up and how they were raised.
I don't think it has anything to do
with
that.
Yes, I think that has a lot to do with it.
I feel like
and also
you can grow up right and still...
Yes, you can
have
grow
a
up
baby
right
out of wedding.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. But I don't have friends who are baby mamas or baby daddies, or I don't have friends in that capacity. So I can't really speak on that. Other people who might have experiences and they might speak on it, but I don't have friends who are like that. I don't hang in that community.
Yeah, that's why I was not going to say anything about what you said, because I mean, you have associated with these people, you have seen these things.
And you're also one of them who have actively
In Lagos.
You were because you said that you've been a side nigga before. So
Hey,
you
now I've been a side
actively
nigga.
participated.
It's
So you
Lagos
can,
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
So
just how it is.
this thing, a girl from Plateau State cannot relate
You
because
don't
that's
know
a
that.
different world.
You don't know that.
Well,
You don't know that.
Because I've had friends too from like Jos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your friends might just happen to not be the ones that are relating,
Okay.
or they might be doing it and they will not tell you.
But it's not fair to associate people that you have had those experiences to everybody. Like,
No, we are not-
it's not fair to say that.
Sorry, you were here when I said Lagos, Sabi.
But not,
And we have
but
been-
not everybody in Lagos, Sha.
That was the point I was trying to prove. That it's not everybody in Lagos.
Okay.
That was why I gave the percentages. That's just
That's
it.
fine.
All right.
Well, that's it for today on ITNO Podcast. You've heard it all. You've heard the buzz, you've heard the conversations, you heard the debates, you've heard all of it. I don't know what to tell you at this point, but make sure you leave your opinion in the comments. Just let me know how you're feeling, what you think about this, or if you're pro or against, or if you're like, if you have something to say, just let me know, because I would love to hear your opinions as well. But that's the end of it for this season of ITNO Podcast, and I hope to maybe see you next time, and I hope you just stay in tune and keep your ears open, your eyes open for the next P, all right? Thank you so much for watching, and see you later on
ITNO
ITNO Podcast.
Podcast.
Bye.